I am so excited to show you this. I just need a moment. I'm so excited to get this one out.
Come on.
Because you and I have a history with this album.
Okay. Oh, yes, that's awesome.
Easy-o.
Easy-o.
You're the one that introduced me to these guys, right?
I believe yes.
Yes.
Because they obviously, see, I got into them.
Look.
So my backstory with Easy-O is I got into them because there was a Gene Simmons connection, right? A Kiss connection.
The second album they put out, Gene Simmons produced.
And
actually, he produced this one too.
Yeah, I don't think he had anything to do with the second one. First of all, this album is heavy and just so awesome. For anybody that doesn't know, dude, these guys have, and this is why I'm getting goosebumps, because I love these guys. They are on my frequent playlist.
Me too.
Between
Me too.
This
still.
album and Fire.
Oh, I'm 53 years old. You introduced this to me 500 years ago.
500
and
years ago.
I still
dude, it's awesome.
Love this album.
There is no rock singer that sings like this guy. First of all, we talked about how I think the guy from, he's in Kiss now, but from who am I thinking of?
In Kiss?
Yeah,
Eric Singer, maybe?
No, the guy's covering for Ace.
Tommy Thayer.
Tommy Thayer,
Black and Blue.
Black and Blue helped. That was kind of another connection.
Another Gene Simmons production.
Right, Black and Blue. So when Easy-O was recording this, I think the story is Tommy Thayer was helping the singer because they spoke no English, strictly Japanese, to kind of pronounce the words right. So, I mean, it's sounds kind of weird, when he's pronouncing, but he's singing in English. Look, this album's just awesome. I can go track by track.
There's nothing bad on this album.
No, it's
the guitar
heavy.
Tones
are so unique and awesome. They're almost like... Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, man. But the way that thing starts, that House of a Thousand Pleasures. Yeah. House of a Thousand Pleasures. Oh, my.
It's awesome.
Gosh, dude, it's great.
This is seriously just great.
Yeah.
And you got to play this, seriously on 11. Because it's just the bass, the drums, the guitar. All of them have insane, awesome chops. Not to mention the sounds, the way this was recorded or however, it's only a 3-piece, but yet they sound amazing. Amazing, just full. And then you got the singer.
Yeah, one guitar, bass, drums. That's
and
it.
They kick ass.
Yeah, huge
straight up. And then you've got the singer who's got the most unique, crazy, awesome voice with some amazing range.
Yeah.
And like you did, House of a Thousand Pleasures, he just sings so different than anybody else. It was just like, whoa. So, yes, I played this in my dorm room, and I remember you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, you played it for me, and I remember you hear that opening riff on House of a Thousand Pleasures. Go get it.
Yeah, which, okay, so the backstory to Easy-O is that they are, they're Japanese.
Powerful. Yes,
right?
Yes.
And so they were a band called Flatbacker prior, right?
I didn't know this.
And they... strictly Japanese. Almost like a punk metal. It fast, crazy, mean. They got some awesome songs. I can't tell you what they are, but one is they'll come to me. But they sound awesome. Flatbacker, and the opening riff to House of a Thousand Pleasures is off another song that they had.
Really?
That was redone. Yep, totally. 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, no, but dude, if you got a killer riff, no,
that's really interesting because, like I said, I knew nothing about that.
No, but
this was my introduction to these guys and that sound and that
sure,
music.
I had no idea. Over the last 500 years, as you saying, how do I look? 500 years old. But the truth is that they're awesome.
They were absolutely spectacular. And then they come out with this too.
Yeah, a total look, which again, because what else was coming out of Japan at the time? Loudness.
And this, okay, I liked Loudness. Akira Takasaki, great guitar player. The singer, they were good, but they did not even touch this.
Not even touch.
They weren't even close. Loudness was more like was more like pop metal, American metal,
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
This was so
Unique.
different. It was so powerful. It was produced so well, man. I mean, and then the imagery that they, the makeup, and it is, it is reminiscent of Kiss, of course,
Right.
the makeup, but it's not like Kiss though. Look at that. It's like they just went over the top with this stuff.
The whole kabuki, whatever, if I'm pronouncing that right, forgive me if I'm not. But dude, the guys are just awesome,
they're so
and the thing is, yeah.
I remember seeing this dude with that hair, and I thought they're just not afraid to just be just over the top. Everything about it, the music,
No.
and the music was.
And I want to say, like, I've tried to Google and find things about these guys, like what have they done since, whatever. And I want to say the guitar player, which has got the highlights in his hair, I think he was like a chef, like
no kidding,
down in like Miami at some fancy restaurant or something like that. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding.
That's
Found that
interesting.
off some website or whatever. Accurate? I don't know. It's,
Okay, here we go. We're gonna go through these songs. House of a Thousand Pleasures.
Great. I mean, like you said, the opening riff.
First time you listen to it, you'll love the song.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to it twice. You're halfway through the song and you're like, I love this song.
And dude, his vocals are, like I said, his vocals are crazy, bro. It's
So great.
So what do you got next?
Flashback, heart attack. Flashback, heart attack. Oh man.
Come and take me away. It's crazy. Thanks,
Mr.
for the
Midnight.
cue.
Come in, Mr. Midnight. Isn't it so? Oh,
that
man.
that song is cool because it's like slow. I don't know. It's just, again, another great like blend because they were like heavy but slow, and then you got the singing
It was
over there,
plodding.
just plodding. Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Here It Comes. Great tune. I Walk Alone.
I Walk
Great
Alone
tune.
is fast. That kind of is more of a throwback to like their flatbacker stuff because it's like fast. Like the riff is like, and it's like, I walk alone.
Here It Comes is the one that's on my playlist still. I still listen. I mean, yeah, and I Walk Alone. It's great.
And that one's got a good riff too.
Okay, but then you want to talk about one that just rips the paint off the walls. It's the next one, side B for song, Destroyer. Destroyer on leather wings.
Dude,
oh man,
I think my
It
throat
is so
hurts just from listening to it because he is belting.
I mean,
How is he still speaking today? Like, it is amazing. Yes, I'm crazy EZO fan. Just saying.
big changes.
That I remember Darren just busting my chops about that because that song is so repetitive. Big changes, never away. Big change.
That's right. That's
over
right. I
and
remember
over.
that one now.
And Darren's like, seriously? Is this
I
song
remember
called
that one
Big
now.
Changes or whatever?
I'd forgotten about that one.
Yeah.
Kiss of Fire.
That was like their single. Ooh,
Kiss of Fire. I'd forgotten about it until right then. Now I can sing it again. That's great. And I don't remember Desiree.
That's like a punk. That's super
okay,
fast.
I don't remember that one. I don't remember.
Desiree.
I just remember you could listen to this album front to back and be thoroughly entertained
For a lot of
the entire
reasons.
time. Everything about it's
Musically,
good.
Just all, dude, it was really, really good.
Okay, here's the insert.
Which I don't know what this image really is. It just like all their makeup's kind of combined.
Some sort of thing that looks like it would be because it's on the back of the album too, right?
Yeah.
Like it's the eyes and something. I don't know.
That's
Gene
pretty
Simmons
cool.
marketing
On Geffen.
on Geffen, which was a big label at the time, which tells you that they expected this to go. I think
Pretty
Black
big.
and Blue was on Geffen too, weren't they?
Probably.
So, which would kind of explain these connections between them a little bit. But now here's the thing. One of the things that made Loudness a little bit silly was their lyrics were so awful.
I think that's.
I mean, they were just, and it's not their fault, you know. They're
No, but have you watched like Eurovision, like the championships? Have you guys seen that? Okay, Eurovision, like so. There's a band now that's out now called they're Italian, but they won Eurovision last year. and they got like a Danish name. It's kind of weird, but they're awesome. Their name escapes me right now, but Eurovision is like this contest. You got to watch the show with Will Ferrell.
I know I've seen it.
Seen
or I've
the
heard
movie,
of it.
and it's really not that far off. The movie's a little bit over the top, but dude, the lyrics, and the reason I bring this up is all the lyrics are pretty much in English most of the time, but the performing, and it's like, you know, Rammstein, like with the fire and things and all that. Like, they're over the top, right?
Is it
Maneskin. Maneskin's the Italian team. Thank you. They're great. But they won Eurovision, and they're actually really good. But like some of the lyrics and stuff of some of these songs, I think there is it's lost in translation type of idea. That's what I'm getting at with the loudness, you know, because the lyrics, do they make sense? And when I watched Eurovision, between like, wow, this band's pretty good, or oh my God, you know, this is insane, like over the top and just terrible, or, you know, like, how did you win, you know, the Uzbekistan's national championship to be on Eurovision? But I'm not knocking Eurovision. There's obviously there's some great performers there. That's my save for the legal department again. But I mean, but I think there is something lost in translation when it comes to some of these bands and musicians and lyricists that, I mean, they're not putting these words together. But go ahead.
What my point was with it, this wasn't nearly as laughable as Loudness was.
No.
Loudness stuff was just sounded like Japanese people trying to sound like what they think American metal singers are singing about.
Okay.
We're awesome, you know, let's rock.
Sure.
I mean, what was that first song? Rock and roll, crazy nights. You are the heroes
Loudness,
tonight. I'm like,
right.
that's so stupid.
Right. So totally they just live off cliche.
Yeah. Right. These were not great, but they were way
Deeper.
Compared to that, they were way, way, way better. You know,
I wouldn't say
on
deeper.
some level, but they weren't great lyrics, but they were just better. Oh my gosh, I just made another connection.
Easy, go.
House of a Thousand Pleasures. You know who wrote this?
No.
Easy-O and Jamie St. James. You know who that is?
That's Black and Blue
Singer for Black and Blue. And Mr. Midnight, Easy-O, Jamie St. James. That is the cool... by the way, I love Jamie St. James. I saw him playing with... What the heck's the name of the band he toured with it's like 15 years ago now. But... Dirty, Filthy, Stinking Rich.
Oh, he subbed for Warrant.
Yeah, he sang for Warrant for a while. I went and saw him, and they played Hold On to 18. There's like 40 people there. I don't think anybody even knew the song, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're playing Hold On to 18. I sat there just like, I couldn't stand it. And, you know, and there's Jamie St. James like 10 feet away from me playing Hold On to 18. It was amazing. But anyway, Jamie St. James. So that Geffen connection, the whole thing. Right. So he helped write that stuff. But, you know,
yeah, they might have been recording an album the next studio over.
Probably, and that's the thing. And then you've got the Gene Simmons connection, and but yeah, the lyrics are not great, but they're once again
better than Loudness.
I hear whispers in the night. His voice, the way he sings that raspy thing, something tells me something's wrong, and then he does this little thing. Things don't seem to turn out right.
Dude,
he was so cool.
He was so cool. His phrasing, I think that's what you're kind of talking about. His phrasing is uniquely
so interesting
off and interesting, but I don't know
that dude.
You know, yeah, seriously.
Okay.
I mean,
anyway,
they're
Easy-O.
just great.
Inside Geffen, typical cover. Nothing interesting there.
Right.
I'd be surprised if there was any interesting.
I know you listeners you guys are like, you guys are just geeking out right now. This is awesome.
This is, if you've never listened to Easy-O,
and honestly,
and if you like heavy metal,
this is a must.
No, the next album after this, the one Fire, is not that good.
I love it.
It didn't even compare to this. I didn't think.
I think it's a little tighter. I'm going to disagree.
They might have been a better band.
I think they were better in the sense of just the overall tightness of the songwriting. You know, maybe. But I like Fire a lot. I think that the songs were just better.
Okay, you think that? Because I bought it. I bought it because I was so excited about it. And it was like,
you got to re-listen to it.
Okay,
re-listen
I'll have to
to
bust it out.
Bust it out.
You're going to convince me. All right.
Because it's just a little bit better, dude. Like the song,
Also produced
the
by
song
Gene Simmons.
Fire is fantastic. And I just heard not too long ago, I heard the Skid Row without Sebastian Bach did a cover of it.
Really?
Yeah, and it's pretty damn good.
Okay. I'll listen to it. Look, I love Ezio. I mean,
it's great.
As far as I'm concerned, it's one of the greatest heavy metal. As far as the heavy metal genre goes, is just one of the greatest ever made. I absolutely love it. And you're the guy that introduced me to. Okay, man.
Okay. Ooh.
This is a classic. Thanks for watching this clip from our show. Please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you enjoyed this video, I bet you know somebody else who would enjoy it too, so share it with them. Go to our channel right now where you can watch full-length episodes, and thanks for stopping by.